project of Reggio Emilia has had a profound effect on me as a teacher. I think the very first thing that caught my attention years ago was the concept of the image of the child, how we actually see children. It was a very foreign concept to me, I guess, at the start, and just thinking about how we actually see children, how we see childhood, is really important, because the way that we see children, our image of the child, it shapes everything that we do with and for children.
So what Malaguzzi says about, this is about pedagogy and work with children, but it's about being human, and that resonates with me. What fascinated me was the work of children. When I first saw the 100 Languages of Children in Canberra, I was amazed, and I thought, how does this happen? How did those children reach their potential in that particular way? And then I was curious about the work behind the children and then with the children. And so I became really interested in those conversations between teachers, pedagogistas, the thoughtful work that goes on before the work starts with children. So it's the kind of relationships with children, but all the thinking work that has been done behind the scenes, that the mapping of the landscape, that informs the practice with children so that children can reach their potentials.
Okay, I can remember it vividly. My initial reaction was one of, I guess, resonance and connection, but also enormous challenge. Seeing the work of the children and educators and families from Reggio Emilia in the exhibition challenged my perception and my understanding of myself as a teacher, because I thought children are children the world over. Why aren't I seeing that kind of learning and visibility of what children, teachers and families are creating together? Why aren't I seeing that? Or am I just not looking for it or listening for it? I suppose the principles have continued to be a compass for my work.
I guess the first thing is, when I discovered these ideas was when I went to a conference in Melbourne, the very first conference, way back in 1994. And I think two very profound things happened for me then. I had never heard people speak about children in such an in-depth and respectful way, and it just seemed to go into my heart and soul, and I just thought, this is what children deserve. And it came at a time when I was really searching. I was really searching for, am I doing enough for children, for families? And it just left me hungry to find more.
I first encountered the educational project of Reggio Emilia as a graduate teacher. One of the things in particular that really struck me at that time as a younger teacher was the image of child. If that's the foundation of everything we do, seeing the child as capable and competent, then that opens up a huge possibility for learning and teaching. It takes us beyond just a teacher directing an experience that meets the curriculum outcome. It allows us to give children multiple ways of seeing, of knowing, of sharing what they know with us as well, and of researching together. Work with them as groups, in their small groups, but know who they are. And you can only do that by listening. And then it's not remembering too that you've got one set of eyes, you've got one set of ears, you've got one mind, but you worked with colleagues. They've got a different set of eyes, they've got a different mind, they've got different ears. So come together, share what you know or what you're coming to know, but listen to your colleagues too, because they'll have a different perspective. And that idea of making things complex, you know, we need to support children's experiences to become more complex. Well, equally as educators, as teachers, we need complex views of children. So that means more than our own. So it's not a singular view, it's a multiple view, so that we get richer pictures of actually who children are.
I think you become firmer in your belief about why you want to continue to research, because you see the difference that it makes, And so the quest becomes stronger, I think, to research and understand and to work collaboratively, you know, that opportunity to create context, to make meaning for them. I would say slow down and really listen attentively to children and yourself and each other, to understand the complexity of listening, to make meaning, to question, to listen to others, to inform your listening.